What's up, going on, legends? Welcome back to the channel. In today's How to Unlock video, we're going to be covering the Swiss K31 sniper rifle from Cold War for those of you that are free to play in Warzone. Now, I did cover this weapon in the past, however, on a completely different map. Tons of new players join all the time, or overall, there could still be people struggling to unlock this, so I want to put out an updated version. You guys can expect me to cover some tips and tricks to make this a bit easier. We'll go over the challenge so you know exactly what to do to unlock it, as well as I will share with you guys a recommended loadout to best set you up for success. Before we dive into it, if you guys do enjoy this content anytime or find this video helpful in any way, make sure you show your support for the channel by going down below and smashing that like button. Let's go ahead and throw an easy goal of 50 likes on today's video, as well as if you guys like to find your way back to the channel for more Call of Duty content, make sure you guys do hit that subscribe button, also that notification bell so we don't miss you in future videos. Alright, of course, in order to unlock this, you're going to need to know what that challenge is. If you go to where you edit your loadout, go over to the sniper rifle category, scroll down to the Swiss K31, your challenge will be read as follows. Using sniper rifles, get 2 headshot kills in 15 different completed matches. Now, when it comes to game mode, you guys are more than welcome to dive into a limited time mode, whether it's called Errl, Clash, or something else that maybe you prefer. However, we're going to go towards something a little bit more consistent, and I'm definitely recommending that you guys dive into Plunder. Plunder is also great because it appeals to a wider variety of skill levels, being that the matches can last from 10 to 20 minutes and sometimes even longer, giving people a little bit more time to put that progress towards their challenge. Now, when you're diving into the Caldera map, you're absolutely going to want to land at the new location introduced with Season 4, which is going to be the Storage Town. This is easily the most popular place on the map and will continue to be throughout the duration of the match, so that will give you the most opportunities to get the engagements that you need in order to get those 2 headshot eliminations. If you guys are also looking for a secondary option, you can go over to the airfield, as before Season 4, this was obviously the more popular place on the map. Now, the great news about this challenge is you will be using a sniper rifle, so of course you'll be able to be a lot more passive than you are with other challenges. It's also great because you can choose your engagements more wisely, as you are at a distance where it's likely that it's not really a gunfight, just you more than likely aiming and trying to hit your shots accurately. I do recommend landing on the outskirts of the storage area, as there's like little hills and sometimes rocks that you can stand on to give you a little bit of an overview, which will allow you to see more opponents in the actual storage town area and obviously give you more opportunities to go for those headshots. One thing I want you guys to keep in mind when going for this challenge, due to recent nerfs to the snipers, they're not all that effective, especially the ones from Cold War, so you're going to want to be extremely accurate, and it is important to stay within about 50 meters in order to increase those odds of those headshots that you might be hitting to be a one-shot elimination. If you manage to hit a headshot and it ends up being a hit marker, that will obviously decrease your odds, as you're going to have to be super accurate and be able to hit another headshot instead of just getting the headshot elimination. And that can be kind of frustrating, as you know, you're not going to hit a headshot each and every shot that you take. Now, a route you can take that'll allow you to have a little bit more freedom with your distance would be to third-party opponents. Obviously, if they're already in a gunfight, they're going to be a little bit weaker, increasing your odds of that headshot being a one-shot kill, and that's what you really want to shoot for here. Obviously, it'll decrease the amount of bullets you actually have to fire and increase your odds of getting the headshots that you need. I cannot encourage you guys enough to time your shots very wisely when it comes to this challenge. Obviously, if you're at a distance, you're going to want to make sure the opponent has stopped moving. Find somebody that's kind of just standing still. Aim very, very carefully at their head, pull the trigger, and hopefully you'll be able to get that headshot that you need without too many issues. Obviously, if you fire at somebody and you're missing constantly, it increases the odds of them figuring out your location essentially, and obviously firing back, making it a lot more difficult to actually hit your shots with a sniper due to the flinch that they've introduced. Something that can give you guys a little bit of an advantage as well is running dead silence, of course, or picking up dead silence whenever you can, as it'll give you silent footsteps, allowing you to sneak up on opponents without them getting an audio cue or really having any idea where you're coming from. This can be useful for those people that might also be sniping, and just people that may not overall be paying attention, because then you can sneak up on them with the sniper rifle, get into a much closer range, and basically guarantee a one-shot headshot. Now, we've covered some tips and tricks to make this a bit easier. We've gone over the challenge so you know exactly what to do to unlock it, so let's go ahead and dive into our recommended loadout, which today is going to be with the Tundra Cold War sniper rifle. Alrighty, for our attachments, we have as follows. For the muzzle, we have the wrap suppressor. For the barrel, we have the 28.2-inch Tiger Team. For the laser, I'm running that SWAT 5mm laser sight. For the rear grip, we have that field tape. And then last but not least, for our underbarrel, I'm running that front grip. All right, a couple more things I want to talk about before we wrap things up here. The reason I'm recommending to you guys a sniper rifle from Cold War to unlock one from Cold War is because if you use one for Modern Warfare or Vanguard, it can overall affect the tracking of the challenge, which may not go through properly, which would lead to you having to play more matches than is being asked. And the last thing I want to touch on is whether or not you can leave the match once you've gotten the progress towards your challenge. So once you are confident you've got the 2 headshot eliminations with the sniper rifle that you need, you can go to where you edit your loadout in game, go to the sniper rifles, hover over the Swiss K31. If it looks like your progress is tracked properly, you can then leave the match that you're in, diving into your next one, overall decreasing the amount of time this should take you. However, if you are confident you've got the 2 headshot eliminations that you need, you go to check the progress. It does not seem to have tracked properly. you are going to want to stay through to the end of the match in order to increase your odds of it counting, so that way, if it does, you won't have to play more matches than is being asked. Now, we've covered the tips and tricks to make this a bit easier. We've gone over the challenge, so you know exactly what to do to unlock this. We've even gone into a recommended loadout to best set you up for success. That's going to wrap things up for us here. Thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all the support on the channel. I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace.